Welcome boys. Now today in this module we will take the derivations of equations of motion by graphical method. You have seen the graph of velocity time and the quantities which can be obtained from the velocity time graph. You know the slope of velocity time graph gives the acceleration, the area under velocity time graph gives displacement. So these are two concepts which we will take in deriving the three equations of motion by graphical method. So derivation of three equations of motion by graphical method. Now, for deriving these equations, that is diagram is same. I am making one diagram. This is time axis. This is velocity axis. Velocity at this point is u. This is origin. Velocity at this point is v. That is, up to this point we can mark v. So we can take like this, and this v is for velocity axis. Now if we join this by dotted line and name the different points, for example, this is O, this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D, and this point is E. The graph is similar to the graph in the case of class 9th. Now, here this figure can be divided. This figure can be divided in two parts, one a rectangle and second a triangle. Now, for first equation of motion, that is v is equal to u plus at. This is first equation. Now by graphical method we can say that acceleration a is equal to change in velocity upon change in time, or which is equal to slope of VT graph. So A is equal to, what is slope of VT graph? BC upon EB, means perpendicular upon base. BC upon EB, that is perpendicular upon base, is slope, and slope of the velocity time graph gives the acceleration. Now see in the figure, this BC can be written as AC minus AB. This can be written as AC minus AB. AC, this complete distance, minus AB is equal to BC. Now similarly, EB can be written as OA, because this is one of the sides of rectangle. EB can be written as OA. So we can write this as OA. In figure we can say that AC is equal to OD. Since AC is equal to OD and AB is equal to OE, AB is equal to OE. Look into the figure. AC, this distance is equal to this distance in the graph. AB is equal to OE, this is opposite side of the rectangle. Now we can replace this value, and OD is equal to what? V, and OE is equal to U. OD is equal to V and OE is equal to U. So we can put the values. A is equal to OD minus OE upon OA. That is, A is equal to V minus U upon T, or by cross multiplying we can say V is equal to U plus AT. This is the basic relation, and which is termed as the first equation of motion. Now in the first equation of motion, we have seen that if we make acceleration of the body 0, that acceleration of the body is 0, then certainly what happens here? That V becomes equal to U. Means body is moving with a constant velocity. So these equations are for the uniformly accelerated motions. कुछ बच्चे क्वेश्चंस पूछते हैं, सर वेलोसिटी इज इक्वल टू डिस्टेंस अपॉन टाइम होता है, फिर वेलोसिटी इज इक्वल टू u प्लस at हम क्यों करते हैं? These are the some basic questions what students usually ask. और ये क्लास 9th में भी था, 9th में भी क्वेश्चन था, 11th के स्टूडेंट्स के लिए भी ये क्वेश्चन है. This equation is for the condition when body is moving with constant velocity. ये बॉडी अगर constant velocity या constant speed से बॉडी मूव कर रही है, then we can say that velocity is equal to displacement upon time, or speed is equal to distance upon time. If speed means if the motion is in one single straight line, then we can say that speed is equal to distance upon time. But if motion is in a straight line and velocity of the body is not constant and it is moving with the acceleration a, then suddenly we will use this equation instead of this equation. That's why these equations are called equations of uniformly accelerated motions. Equations of uniformly accelerated motions. Uniformly accelerated motion means what? Body is moving with constant acceleration. अगर वेरिएबल एक्सेलरेशन होगा तो जितने देर तक एक एक्सेलरेशन ऐड करेगा हम उसको उतने पार्ट्स में ब्रेक करके कैलकुलेट करेंगे. और इस कंडीशन में क्या है? बॉडी इज मूविंग विद अ कांस्टेंट एक्सेलरेशन. जैसे मान लीजिए कोई बॉडी फ्रीली फॉल कर रही है. सपोज ए बॉडी इज फॉलिंग फ्रीली, तो हर सेकंड में उसकी एक्सेलरेशन ड्यू टू ग्रेविटी का मतलब क्या हुआ? हर सेकंड में उसकी स्पीड 9.8 मीटर पर सेकंड बढ़ रही है. In every second, the speed of that body is increasing with a rate of 9.8 meter per second. तो ये कांस्टेंट वैल्यू हुई एक्सेलरेशन की. अगर यही कहता कि पहले सेकंड में 9.8 बढ़ रही है, दूसरे में 20 बढ़ रही है, तीसरे में 30 बढ़ रही है, तो क्या हुआ? वेरिएबल एक्सेलरेशन प्लेस हो जाएगा. These equations are not valid for the variable acceleration cases. हमको उतने पार्ट्स का एक्सेलरेशन कंसीडर करना होता है जितने पार्ट में एक्सेलरेशन कांस्टेंट होता है. यानी अगर 3 एक्सेलरेशंस हैं A1, A2, A3, तो फर्स्ट यू विल कैलकुलेट फॉर A1, देन यू विल कैलकुलेट फॉर A2 एंड देन यू विल कैलकुलेट फॉर A3. So this is all about the first equation of motion. Now we will tell you the condition for the velocity, initial velocity, final velocity and acceleration when they are 0 for calculating the numerical based on these equations of motion. Now come to second equation of motion. Diagram remains same. There is no change in the diagram. Only the equations will vary. Now, second equation of motion, that is S is equal to ut plus half at square. This is second equation of motion, where S refers to displacement, u refers to initial velocity, t refers to time, a refers to acceleration, and again t refers to time. Now here, for deriving the second equation of motion, we will consider the concept that area bounded by the velocity time graph gives the displacement of the body. Area bounded by the velocity time graph gives the displacement of the body. Okay. Now, so we can write displacement S is equal to area of VT graph, velocity time graph. So we can write S is equal to area of OACE, OACE, because this is the total area enclosed by the velocity time graph. Now it can be splitted, that is area of rectangle OABE plus area of triangle BCE, triangle BCE. Okay, or you can write CBE. So better you write CBE, because this is centered at, this is making angle of 90 degree at, this is CBE at point B. Okay, now you can write this to area. Area of rectangle is, the formula is length into breadth. Length is OA and breadth is OE. OA into OE. You see here, length into breadth, okay, plus area of triangle half into base EB into height BC. EB into BC. EB is base and BC is height. Now we can write S is equal to OA into OE plus 1 by 2. EB is what? EB is equal to OA into OA. This here EB is equal to OA. It is on the time axis, and BC can be replaced in terms of acceleration and time. Just here, as we have done in case 1, that is in equation 1, because we have written there A is equal to BC upon EB, which is equal to BC upon OA, which is equal to A is equal to BC upon T, or BC is equal to A into T. Just look carefully. We have just changed this BC in terms of acceleration and time. A is equal to BC upon, that is acceleration, is equal to slope of velocity time graph, that is perpendicular upon base. Perpendicular BC and EB is base. Now BC we have written as it is, and EB is equal to OA we have written as it is, and then we can write OA is equal to time t, and then cross multiply, we can write BC is equal to AT. Now we will put all the values, and I think we can rub this. S is equal to, OA is equal to what? Into OE. This is U into T. Basically it is T into U, because OA is equal to T and OE is equal to U. It is T into U, but we can write U into T is equal to T into U plus 1 by 2 1 by 2 into OA. OA is T into BC. BC is what? 80. 80. So we can write S is equal to UT plus half AT square. We can write S is equal to UT plus half AT square, and this is second equation of motion. Or we can also say that this is the displacement equation. Clear? Now come to third equation of motion. The process is same, but there is a difference in the mathematical approach, and we can write that mathematical approach as under. Now come to third equation of motion. Third equation of motion, and third equation is V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. V square is equal to U square plus 2AS, where V is final velocity, U is initial velocity, A is acceleration, and S is displacement. Okay? V is final velocity, U is initial velocity, A is acceleration, and S is displacement. Now again we will write like this: the displacement S is area of VT graph. Now we can write S is equal to area of VT graph, which is equal to area of trapezium. This is OACE. OACE, because this is a trapezium. This is trapezium, and these two sides, that is AC and OE, are parallel sides, and this OA acts as a height of the trapezium. Now similarly, the formula for area of trapezium is what? S is equal to A plus B into H by 2. This is formula. A and B are two parallel sides. H is height. Now we can write two parallel sides as A, this is OE, plus this is AC into H is OA. Now here we can write OE, this is simple, and AC can be written as OD. S is equal to OE plus OD into OA. Now we can rub, I think, here. Now we have to transform this OA in this expression, because these two represents two parallel sides. Its value is U, its value is B. You can see that in figure. OA, OD is equal to what? V, and OE is equal to U. So we have to transform this OA. Now see how can we transform? A is equal to BC is equal to upon OA. OA means EB. EB is equal to OA. Directly I am writing OA, and BC can be written as this OD minus OE. This we have done in first equation of motion, so kindly refer that upon OA. Or we can say OA is equal to OD minus OE upon A, or we can say, and OA is equal to what? Time t, or we can say T is equal to V minus U upon A. So we will put this value of OA here. We will put this value of OA here, and then we can solve for it. Now S is equal to V plus U. This is V minus U upon A, this is OA by 2, H by 2, this is OA by 2 into 2. This 2 comes from the formula 1 by 2 H A plus B. Now we can write that is 2AS is equal to V square minus U square, or V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. Because this is in the form of A plus B into A minus B, that is A square minus B square, and you will write final expression as V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. Now again, in the third equation of motion, if we say that acceleration is 0, then what happens? V square is equal to U square, it means V is equal to what? U. Body is moving with constant velocity. So these are three equations of motion which are obtained by using graphical approach. So you have learned how they are obtained from the calculus approach, how they are obtained from the mathematical approach, and how they are obtained from the graphical approach. But three equations remain same, and there are few points which are to be learned while applying the three equations of motion. Now what are those points? See here. First point starts from rest, then U is equal to 0. If a body starts from rest, then initial velocity U is equal to 0. Now second point, stops after time t, then in that condition final velocity becomes equal to 0. अगर कोई बॉडी रेस्ट से स्टार्ट हो रही है, then we will always take initial velocity to be 0, and if a body is being stopped by applying a force, then final velocity of that body becomes equal to 0. Now third point which should be remembered, if body is thrown in vertically upward direction, then at maximum height V is equal to 0. At maximum height, final velocity becomes 0. And fourth point, if a body is allowed to fall freely under gravity, then its initial velocity is equal to 0, means U is equal to 0. अगर कोई बॉडी फॉर एग्जाम्पल यहाँ से, जैसे ये सरफेस है, यहाँ बॉडी है एच हाइट पे, अगर इसको अलाउ किया फ्री फॉल के लिए, फ्री fall means it is dropped from that height, then its initial velocity U is equal to 0, and you can calculate the velocity of striding at this point, if you know this height or you know the time for which this is falling. So these are few tips which you should remember, that while attempting for the questions based on equations of motion, you must remember these 4 points. Then only you can solve easily. So these were few basics of the equations of motion, and their derivations by graphical, mathematical and integral methods. Results are same, concepts are same, equations are same, but you have to apply these three equations, that is which equation we will apply. Now come to next thing, that is there is a problem of students that which equation we will apply for a particular question. Now see for this. First of all, you should write the quantities which are given. For example, if initial velocity u is given, time is given, final velocity v is given. These quantities are given. Now acceleration is asked and displacement s is asked. So first of all, when acceleration is asked, think that which equation connects all those four quantities. Which equation connects all those four quantities. So by here we can say that the first equation of motion v is equal to u plus at. In this equation, all the four quantities, that is final velocity, initial velocity, acceleration and time, are connected. Okay, so this is the way to find which equation we will apply. Now delete this acceleration. Now combine all these four quantities, that is initial velocity, final velocity, time and displacement. So if you know acceleration, you have obtained in first part, obtained. So you know acceleration also. So which equation connects initial velocity, final velocity, acceleration and displacement? It is basically v square is equal to u square plus 2s. Or you can also find it out by ut plus half at square, because you know all the values. इस इक्वेशन को अप्लाई करेंगे, इनिशियल वेलोसिटी पता है, फाइनल वेलोसिटी पता है, ए एस आपको निकालना है, ए आपने निकाल लिया फर्स्ट पार्ट में. ठीक, अगर आप इसको यूज करते हैं तो आपको टाइम जो दिया है, टाइम का यूज हो जाएगा, एंड इनिशियल वेलोसिटी एंड टाइम, दिस इज एक्सेलरेशन एंड टाइम. यू कैन फाइंड आउट द डिस्प्लेसमेंट. So, for finding the questions related to the equations of motion, first of all, you should write that which quantities are given and which quantities are asked. Now, for example, let us take an example. Question is that if a body starts from rest, if a body starts from rest and attains a velocity of 54 km per hour in 1 minute, time is 1 minute, then calculate A and displacement S. Now I have taken different types of data. Means here speed is given in kilometer per hour and time is given in minute. So for solving the equations of motion, one thing is very important, that is you must work in the same system of units. You must work in the same system of units, that is you have to convert this 54 into meter per second, 54 into 5 by 18, that is 15 meter per second, and this time 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Now you can use first equation of motion, that is v is equal to u plus at, or v is equal to 15, u is 0, because body is at rest, then u is 0. A you have to find it out, and this T is 60, or we can say A is equal to 15 upon 60, that is 1 by 4 meter per second square. This is the acceleration of the body. Now once you have calculated the acceleration, you can find it out, that is by using third equation of motion, that is v square is equal to u square plus 2as, or v square, v is 15, v is 15 square is equal to 0 plus 2 into acceleration is 1 by 4 into s. Now this 15 square 225 is equal to s by 2, or we can say s is equal to 2 into 225 meters. इसकी यूनिट क्या आएगी? मीटर आएगी, क्योंकि एक्सेलेरेशन को हमने मीटर पर सेकंड स्क्वायर में लिया है और फाइनल वेलोसिटी को हमने लिया है इन केस ऑफ, that is in meter per second. In fact, it was given in kilometer per hour. So this is all about this lecture, and in next lecture we will take relative velocity in one dimension, that is the addition and subtraction of velocities of the bodies when they move either in same direction or in opposite direction. So assignment for this lecture is, that is at least you must practice 10 to 15 questions based on equations of motion, and then you will have proficiency in calculating the various quantities. So thanks and have a good day.